Let's talk about the absolute pinnacle of the food world, the Michelin star. For any chef, just getting one is the dream of a lifetime. Getting three, well, that makes you a legend. But what if I told you that this entire high-stakes system of food awards was created for a reason that had absolutely nothing to do with food? And believe me, that is no exaggeration. We're not just talking about some fancy sticker you put in a restaurant window. A Michelin star carries this crushing weight of expectation. It's the global benchmark for excellence. Entire careers, fortunes, are made and lost, all based on this one rating. The pressure is just immense.
It sounds like a joke, right? The ultimate symbol of fine dining, born from the dusty, practical world of rubber and roads. But it is the absolute truth, and honestly, it's one of the most brilliant marketing stories you'll ever hear.
So to really get how this all happened, we've got to go way back. Picture this. It's France, right at the turn of the 20th century. And we meet two brothers, André and Edouard Michelin, and their business, they make and sell automobile tires. Now these guys had a huge problem, a massive problem, because at that time, there were only about 3,000 cars in the entire country of France. Just think about that. It's a tiny, tiny market. I mean, you can have the best tires in the world, but if nobody's driving, well, nobody's buying.
So their challenge was pretty fundamental. Their problem wasn't the quality of their product, it was that people just didn't have a compelling reason to use them. They realized pretty quickly that they weren't just in the tire business, they needed to get into the driving business.
And this is where the genius comes in. Instead of launching some ad campaign shouting, "Our tires are the best, our rubber is the rubberiest," they came up with an ingenious solution. They decided they would create the very motivation for people to get in their cars and start exploring.
And this was it, the very first Michelin guide. It was a simple, super practical, and, get this, completely free little handbook. Its goal was purely functional. It was all about making a road trip less scary and way more fun by answering all the basic questions a driver would have. It wasn't about luxury, it was all about utility.
Now, the guide's transformation was a slow burn, but there was a pivotal moment. For more than 20 years, it was just this helpful little tool. But then, in 1926, they made one small change that set it on a completely new path. They introduced a star to rate restaurants. And that one simple idea? Well, it would grow into the global symbol of culinary greatness we know today.
But what's so brilliant is how they defined the stars. The language wasn't just about how good the food was. It was literally a command to drive. 1 star, worth a stop. Okay, pull over. 2 stars, worth a detour. You should actually change your route. And 3 stars, that's worth a special journey. They were telling you to plan an entire trip, maybe for hundreds of miles, just for one meal. You see, they weren't rating food as much as they were creating destinations.
Of course, for this system to work, people had to trust it. So Michelin created this almost mythical team of anonymous inspectors. This secrecy built an incredible sense of authority and impartiality. The ratings felt like objective truth, not an advertisement, which is what made everyone, from chefs to dimers, take them so incredibly seriously.
Okay, so did it all work? Did creating the world's most respected food guide actually circle back and help a tire company sell more tires? The answer is a huge, resounding yes.
The logic behind their success is just so beautiful and simple. They basically created a game, the hunt for the perfect meal, and the game board was the entire map of France. As people started crisscrossing the country, chasing after these stars, what happened? Their tires wore out. And who are they going to trust for new ones? Of course, the very company that sent them on this amazing adventure in the first place.
This strategy is a masterclass in something called indirect demand creation. Instead of just shouting about your product, you create an entire culture around using it. In this principle, it goes way beyond business. Think about politics. A great political leader doesn't just ask for your vote. The most successful ones create a compelling vision for the future of the country, a special journey that makes people want to be part of that movement. You're not just supporting a person, you're buying into the destination. Ultimately, what the Michelin brothers understood was a fundamental truth about people. They knew you don't sell the drill, you sell the whole. You don't sell the ingredients, you sell the adventure of the meal. By focusing on the why, the experience, the journey, the prestige, the what just kind of sells itself.
And that really leaves us with a final question for you. Think about a big goal you have, whether it's in your business, your career, or even your personal life. What would happen if instead of pushing for it directly, you focused all your energy on creating an irresistible reason for it to happen? That's the real lesson from a little red guidebook that, against all odds, completely conquered the world.